Hey, what's up, guys? STS here. Simple review time. We're at my grandmother's house, and I'm using a homemade tripod, a bunch of DVDs stacked on the camcorder. I would have my camcorder because when I did the Uncle Sam review and the Ice Pirates review, I had my tripod behind me, or in front, or yeah, behind me right here, and but I didn't have it. But we're here for another simple review time. Now, this is a movie that I'm going to talk about. I was going to do last time, but it didn't happen. And then I borrowed, it was in our copy. But we're going to talk about one of my favorite westerns of all time. And that is The Sons of Kate Elder, with John Wayne, Dean Martin, Earl Haldeman, and Michael Anderson Jr. Directed by Henry Hathaway, who directed True Grit, which I have not seen yet. This is because I said before, when I had said some reviews, maybe I did one John Wayne film. That's Brannigan. That's one of his rare detective roles he was in. But the thing is, some westerns I've watched before, and I just can't get. I try to review it. It's hard to review it in some way. I don't know what kind of reviews to do. I just basically tell about it. I might spoil it, sorry. Or certain parts, or whatever. This film I've watched countless of times. I watched it last year. I watched it this year twice, maybe. It's just, this is a movie I'd probably watch again. It's just so great. Just the plot of everything about it. I have my phone. But this is a 1965. This is almost a 2-hour movie. It's a very long movie, in fact. I was about to give up and just watch a new movie and come back to it. And I'm like, no, because I'm in the focus to watch this movie. I was watching my grandma, but she was doing some other stuff. She was busy, but she did get to watch some of it, though. But the thing is, though, the plot is basically, Kate Elder had born 4 sons. And the day that she, dies, everybody her 4 sons see her, for the funeral. Which I think was first of all, was kind of fucked up in a way. It just to have my views on here's that DVD, but views intact. If your mother is old, first of all, if she's old, senior citizen or whatnot, I think you would always have to be there for her, or just be by her. That's the thing people say. Why don't you move? My mom and my dad, they're in their my dad's 55, my mother's 52, 53. And the thing is, even when they're old, I still, if I was rich, I'm not money or anything, But the thing is, though, I live close, I live close in town, and the thing is, yeah, even if I have to live 30 miles away, my grandmother's lives here, and Anderson's 45 minutes away. It sucks. You gotta be far away, but I'd be close to them. But everybody loved her, and they had a dad named Bass, but they come to see her, and John Wayne plays the oldest. He's not even there. And begins with a train ride when they're waiting for him. Dean Martin plays the second brother, who I forgot his name's Tom. And then you have the third brother who's played by Matt, is Earl Haldeman's Matt, and the young brother's Buddy. But it's just that everything he comes out, and then George Kennedy just comes out of the train. They're trying to wait for Wayne, being a. What the hell's his song? John Elder, yeah, John. But they're trying to wait for John, but he didn't show up. But then they had the funeral. Then I realized, that they're waiting. On the rocks, he's watching them by, because he wants to be seen or whatnot. He's a gunslinger, gunfighter and whatnot. And then it takes you scenes back, to the Hastings Company, this ammos and make guns and stuff. And then you see a young Dennis Hopper, he's the youngest son, and he doesn't want to get in it. He's into it. His dad's a dickhead. The Hastings is a dickhead. He hires George Kennedy, Coley, or whatever the fuck his name is, Foley, I forgot what it was, but as a wise ass. And they basically want to come and see if they have any debts, because they see that, and they come to that house, in the Lupin house, because they had a ranch, and then supposedly got taken away. And then you find out, that their dad got killed over a car game, and their dad was a had a reputation of being a fucking drunk, a sore loser or cheating in a game. I mean, it's just everybody loved the mother, and they didn't care for the kids because they just know they left them. You know, they never came by, and even the woman, one of the women's there, who came in to take care of her. It was talking like John, like, you know, all he does was killing, you know, and all that stuff. But I mean, Bud's a real he was just he's a young 18-year-old sassy. Then you got Matt, the middle one. He's the quietest, you know, he's unsuccessful hardware store owner. Then you got Dean Martin, who's the good card player, gambler, and you got John, who's just the gunfighting slinger son of a bitch. I mean, it goes on and off, and you realize that the Hastings fucked everything up. They took their land, and they shot him. And the cops, you know, they have Billy, who's the sheriff, I think. And then he has a, which I'm not gonna care. The wise ass stupid deputy who just doesn't get it. When you watch the whole movie, like, this deputy's like, oh, John, we're elder, and all these elders, they are fucking murderers. When they found out, like, I think the Hastings had to put up to Tom that he went for murder and had a wanted, which you see in the movie, a wanted poster for him. You know, one of my favorite scenes, you know, when George Kennedy's going, like, Hastings telling him, oh, find out what he's talking to the Undertaker for. I forgot the Undertaker's name on here. He does, and he's like interrogating him. He's like trying to force him out. He's putting water and trying to choke him, drown him. And then I made a Vine on watching this movie 2 years ago, in 2014, I believe. And I said, John Wayne hates boys, and John Wayne comes back, and then he said, hey, and then George Hill looks up and he just whacks him in the fucking face. He runs out, or he's knocked out, you know, but that's a good scene. There are scenes when they're all fighting, you know, all the brothers fighting each other, you know, because Bud doesn't want to go to college, or I'll show you, you know, and they have a little fight. They all fight each other, making a mess and everything. That's another entertaining scene. You know, and then they help out, you know, and then it's just, but it's not the same, like the sheriff said, you know, and you find out that Hastings, are from the start, fucking dick as shit. He's a fucking cunt, and sorry for the words, but that's what he is. And Dennis Hopper did not want to be with that. He didn't want to do anything. He's just, it's my pa, you know, but he died, Leonard. Spoiler alert, sorry, he died. But he helped him. So he tells them the truth, you know, what will happen. And then they shoot, or in the film, Hastings killed Billy that was in front of their house. And then that's when that wise, stupid-ass deputy, because his horse went back to the police station, or the jail, without him. And he's like, oh my God, he was there, he shot. But then again, the elders, they did a job for their mom, for this guy, putting horses, like a herd, like 200, you know, and then they told them, well, we got evidence, and then they take them, they have a posse, you know. But at the very end, they have a big shootout, which they're going to move them to Colorado, which some of these people, Hastings paid off. Then they have a shootout. But then they have dynamite, and they blow up, because they're in shackles, too. And, you know, Earl Haven, Matt, he's the only brother that dies in that, which was kind of sucky, you know, and it pisses John Wayne off, and he kills George Kennedy right there, you know, but at the very end, you know, Tom gets shot too, Dean Martin, Bud gets shot, and he's knocked out, and he gets a doctor, and they get a hostage situation, get their shackles off him, but at the very end, John Elder has a fantastic showdown with Mr. Hastings himself, that little prick, in his own gun store, and he blows and Wayne blows the hell out of the gunpowder and blows that son of a bitch up, and Hastings dies in it. So the hell of you. But the thing is, though, I mean, it's a very outstanding Western flick. You know, there's some Westerns that I get into, but there's some Westerns that it's very hard. Some movies are very hard to review. I mean, people can say, you know, it's just for me, per se. But I would say, you know, I recommend this film. One of my favorite Western films. I think it's my favorite John Wayne film of all time. Well, Western film. You know, I do like The Longest Day. Well, I mean, John Wayne's not a full character. I mean, there's a bunch of stars there, but he's a big role in that. But to me, this is probably Western, one of my favorite Westerns, and probably the #1 Western of all time, in my opinion, for the older days, you know. But I think you guys would really check this out. It's all, I mean, it's a very fantastic film, and that's The Sons of Cain and Elder. I'm STS, and this is Simple Review, and we'll see you for the next review. Peace. I'm out.